What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today is Wednesday for you guys. It's Saturday for us. So if you hear a little noise in the background, that is because we are shipping packages still on a Saturday. Why are we filming on a Saturday? Because we can film indoors, and it's AC'd because out back in the warehouse it is very hot. So trying to get ahead for the content for you guys and shoot some videos and some product of the days, which we're posting on our social medias every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But today's YouTube Wednesday is going to be covering the Versa Outdoors loop and lock bracket. This is kind of like a addition you can add to your climbing stick that kind of gives you that same figure eight method you see on a lot of climbing sticks from other companies. But you can add this one to basically any stick with a Versa button or that had a Versa button simply by bolting it on. Basically, when you order this, you're going to get a actual bracket itself along with two different size bolts. One's short, one's long, the same millimeter diameter, and then a nut. That's for every single one. So if you order four of them, obviously you're going to get four brackets, and you'll get technically 8 bolts and 4 nuts, along with a instruction manual here that's going to show you what comes in the actual product or package, as well as instructions for how to use it. It is very simple, very easy to use, very easy to add. You're also going to have an optional 1/8 rope mod that is not full bury, that is just 1/8, which is just around 3 millimeters in diameter. Again, we cannot say that these work with anything other than this 1/8 rope mod or the 1/8 rope mod you will find on Versa Outdoors website. So kind of hopping straight into it. As I mentioned, they're very easy to add onto your stick. This particular stick, or XOP's particular stick, basically all I did was take off the Versa button, put the bolt through. It has this little square piece right at the top so that it'll kind of lock in the actual bracket itself. So all you have to do is tighten that nut on the back. It's not a lot of excess. There's not a lot of a bolt here that's going to affect stacking. It fits very nicely. From my understanding, they fit all sticks that have a 1-inch width. Obviously, the actual depth of that stick can change, but the reason you don't want to go outside of that 1-inch width for the post itself is because then you'll start affecting the actual locking part of it if you get any wider. So I don't have a full list of every single stick they work with. I'm sure you can find majority of your information on Versa Outdoors or even on our website at the bottom of the description. But if you are really torn or don't know if this is going to fit your stick, I would recommend reaching out to him. He's a great guy, and we'll work with you and help you out and figure out if it's going to fit your stick or not. But in terms of adding them onto your stick, I mean, it is super, super simple. You basically put the bolt in, the correct length bolt. You will put the bolt through the stick itself and tighten the nut on the back side. A big kind of concern for me, at least, before we started actually selling these, is we sample everything we ever get and add to the website before we actually add it onto the website. Was this bracket itself turning, because there isn't like a kind of tab on the back that will hold it to that post, as you see on like these standoffs, for example, where they can only turn so much before this little lip right here will hit the post and not allow that to continue turning. So I called up Michael over at Versa, had a pretty lengthy discussion with him about if that is going to be a concern or if that has ever been an issue for other customers. He relayed that it was not, and he has never seen it. Obviously, make sure you tighten down that nut on the backside tight enough, and you should not have a worry. We've played around with these a good bit. They have not moved at all and have not twisted. I honestly believe they're really, really reliable. This, I know we're going to have a bunch of questions of what this is made of, if it's metal, plastic, whatever it is. In all honesty, I cannot remember what he said. It is not going to be metal. It almost has like almost plastic hearing or sounding noise to it if you were to bump it. But honestly, I haven't seen many materials similar to this. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's extremely strong. I also talked to Michael about the testing he's done on these. It has been very in-depth and obviously third-party tested. And again, he's never seen any issues with them through customers, and neither have we. These are pretty popular. We sell a good amount of them and have only gotten good feedback. So I'm really kind of giving you guys a rundown of what they are and how to use them if you guys want to check them out, because I know everyone loves different type of attachments, or they look at one stick and think, man, I wish I had that on my stick. this is kind of that option where you can take components or parts of one stick and add it to the stick you might like better for other reasons and kind of make your own personal stick. So now that I've kind of shown you what this is, the rope mod that is optional on the actual listing itself will be 8 foot in length. It's going to have about a 3-inch fixed eye right here, and it's going to have a bungee on the end for helping actually wrap up. For adding this on, he recommends, and the instructions recommend, taking that rope mod, crunching down that eye. You're going to be going through the left ear, through the back first. Basically, all you do from there is open that loop up, as you can see, and you're going to go over the entire bracket. What you don't want is for that little girth hitch part of this to be in the actual locking system here, just because that will affect when you actually go to add it. So that would be wrong. You want to basically have it go over that entire bracket, as you can see here, and cinch down there. So that's how you actually add it on. We're going to head out back. We're going to show you how to actually use it and how to kind of make your actual crossovers, or your figure eights is what I call them. And yeah, that'll be about it. So it should be a quick video today. We'll run out back, shoot that, show you guys how, and we'll get out of here. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Alrighty, now that we're out back, we're going to be showing you guys how this actual loop and lock bracket works. Basically, as I showed you, it's still attached the same exact way. I'm actually going to go ahead and swing over to this side of the tree so you guys can see it a little bit easier. Basically, you'll start by passing that rope mod around. You're going to initially come underneath, over the top, but we're not going to go into that little locking piece here yet. When we come back behind it, we'll go back under this side, over the top there, under. Now you'll lock it in, and do that one more time underneath and lock it in. That'll be set. If you want to be extra secure, you could always throw like a half hitch in here, although you really don't need to. Or you can take this end, you can wrap it up around, taking that bungee and just placing it somewhere that fits. From there, you set the stick. This thing holds really solid. It's going to hold in place. There's not going to be any slippage. There'll never be any slippage through here, as I'm sure you just saw. And honestly, it's very easy to use. That being said, we have heard a few customers, not necessarily with this exact bracket, but with sticks that have brackets that are similar to this, saying that they don't like the figure eight method in the dark. So if you do have this bracket, or you're looking to get this bracket and you end up not liking that figure eight method, you can still use the bracket with an HFAS mod, so you can go back and forth really quickly in between. For this, I'm actually going to be girth hitching this to the right ear to begin with by passing it through the front, not the back. And I'll show you why here in a second. Opening up that ear, just like you did for the first one, or on this side, just opposite. So now that's going to be on the right. And we actually did a video for the Trophy Line Hyperlight sticks that was basically very similar, as those sticks have ears that are somewhat similar to this bracket. So to use the HFAS. Also, quick warning, we're here on Saturdays. We're in the Port Orlando industrial area, and thought it was going to be quiet. As I'm sure you can hear, our neighbors are tearing it up with a bandsaw or skill saw or something, and there's nothing we can do. So we're going to finish filming this. If you do hear something, as I'm sure you do, that is our neighbors. You also might hear street racing. So it could be a lion. We have no idea what's going to come and make noise, but if those cameras turn on, there's noise being made in the background. That's just part of being in the city. But for using the HFAS, you're going to want to pass it under the left ear. You're going to come around the tree, under that right ear that you started by attaching it to. But in all reality, you're just going to put the Prusik over and have the rest of it going underneath that right ear. As you can see, when I pull that tight, I can set it down, and you're going to get the exact same thing. Obviously still using that same bracket. So it's not just simply a figure eight method. It is pretty versatile, and you can use it for multiple different attachment styles. But obviously you can also use HFAS on just a Versa button. Just wanted to show you, basically, if you're watching this video, already have one, or if you're kind of debating and not sure, well, you can still use that bracket for other attachment styles. You're not just set to just one style. But that's the bracket. Very easy. You can add it to basically any climbing stick, and you can use it with multiple different attachments. So go check them out. They're on the site. They're pretty affordable. Great options for your climbing sticks. really whatever climbing stick you have. And yeah, we're excited to be carrying them, excited to be working with Versa, and offering you guys another climbing stick attachment method. So go check them out. Drop comments below if you have any questions, or if you want us to do a video on something else. So we always read the comments. We always we're looking for new ideas. So let us know if there is an idea you guys want us to show, and we'll definitely show it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on YouTube Wednesday, and peace out.